Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Yesterday I uploaded a video about players that you must own. Today I'm going to upload a video about FPL traps. Those are players that I feel like have a very high percentages ownership, and I think that you will regret owning because there are far better players in a similar price range or even in their teams. The prime example for that is Aina, who is at 17.9% ownership, and at 5 million, I think that's ridiculous. The other three defenders, Milenkovic, Murillo, and Neco Williams, are far better options in FPL in my opinion. Aina scored 2 goals and made 1 assist last season, and he got several 15 pointers because of that, but that was all he provided. His defensive contributions are not great, his attacking output is not better than Neco Williams, and his price is the same as his. So if you're looking for a fullback, Neco Williams is far the better option compared to Aina. Of course, looking around and deeper into the Forest team, even a double up from their side with Milenkovic or Murillo can be very good, especially with defensive contributions for Murillo. You can rely on him every week and you can get every point that you desire. Of course, 17.9% can drop further down below during preseason before game week 1, but because people remember those two 15 pointers from Aina, I think they are just a little bit nostalgic and they're picking him over Neco. But if you're looking to pick a Forest defender, Neco Williams at the same price is far much better, and you want to invest more, you can go for attacking threat from Milenkovic or defensive contributions from Murillo and bonus from Murillo, by the way. I don't know if Forest will continue keeping so many clean sheets, but even a double up from Forest to start the season against Brentford, West Ham and Burnley can be very good, and you can bench at least one of the defenders against Palace and Arsenal, but even then they will get probably the defensive contribution return. So even if you have to play them, you will play them. Wow, Owaina feels like he has a very high upside, but the floor that he provides is very low. 35 appearances, he's solid. 3 shots in the box, he's nowhere near the box by the looks of it. Only 2 big chances, 3 created chances, he's not very offensive. And sadly, only 16 key passes. I feel like this guy is just an FPL trap, and over 5% ownership for me is absurd, and he's almost at 18, so please avoid him. Next up, we have Ryan 8 Nuri, and he's at 24% ownership at 6 million. I understand why he's so highly owned. He's a new City asset. He scored 4 goals, gave 7 assists in bad Wolves side. I think he can increase those numbers in the good City side. He has 31 shots in the box. He expected goals of 2.7 and the expected assist of almost 4. So he exceeded those numbers, but not by a lot. He has 4 big chances and he scored 4 of the goals. So it's a good return ratio compared to big chances. Created 8 chances and 7 were scored. Probably not all of them assists were from big chances, but still, whatever he creates, team tends to convert and he tends to score. 46 passes is great. Now, he's not going to be playing a left wing back in that City lineup, but if we look at how City were playing in the past, left back was very involved in the attacking department. So I see him getting a lot of returns when he plays. He has 36 shots for Wolves, 13 on target. I think those numbers will increase. But I still feel like he's a rotation risk. They have so many defenders on their mind, and they have so many players that they can use in every position and different tactical approaches that they have. So I'm a little bit worried that I'll be investing 6 million and 8 Nuri is only going to be playing half of the time, which, to be fair, it might be enough. But which half is he going to play? And are you certain that he's going to play against Wolves, Brighton and United, or he is facing Spurs and Arsenal, which are even Brighton and United are very likely to score. So unless he keeps scoring goals and a lot of assists, I think that he will be conceding a lot of goals to start. So this is not a video to avoid the players in general throughout there, but to avoid them at the start. I feel like it gets a little bit trickier and trickier around the fixture run. Yeah, I just feel like 8 Nuri is having a great potential, but he also has a great potential to screw you over. So yeah, at the start I'll be avoiding, but if he tends to keep playing and playing and playing, especially if he doesn't get picked in UCL, I think in the Prem he can help. But if he gets picked in UCL, I would say that he will be rotated in the Premier League. But it's good to see. But for 6 million, I think that you can go with Cucurella, Gabriel, or Van Dijk, and you start the season better. But of course, it's already a personal decision. But I feel like avoiding 8 Nuri at the start might be a very, very smart strategy. All the data I'm getting is from FF Hub website. If you want your team rated, if you want AI help, if you want some Opta stats, if you want some transfer suggestions, you can follow the links down in the description and you see how to subscribe to their platform. If you join as a member to their platform, I will be getting some cash back because I am an affiliate with FF Hub this season, and if you register with my links, you will help me a lot down the road. It will help me financially, and of course it will help me grow my community base. And if they keep seeing a lot of people joining with me, they might do special offer just for you. It's 50% now before the season starts, and you have a plan how to return your money if you don't win your mini league. So you can follow the links in the description and you can see there all the rules that apply. So if you want to support me and use the best data there is, you can subscribe to FFF Hub. Next up is a player that I was deliberating a lot, should I put in or not, and that is Kudus. The thing that it was very, very 50-50 for me was that Maddison injury. I think now with Maddison out for a longer period of time, Kudus will play longer, but they still have Brennan Johnson, Theo, and Kulusevski. Kulusevski is also start, and Bergvall is there, by the way. I don't know what type of strategy Frank will use, so of course if he goes to a 5-3-2, I don't know if Kudu starts. If he goes to a 5-4-1, I don't know if Kudu starts. If he goes for a 4-3-3, I think Kudus plays. But it's too much uncertainty around what Frank will do in difficult fixtures and in easy fixtures. Against Burnley, I think that Kudus is okay. But after that, it's City away. Of course, I expect goals to be conceded by City. Bournemouth at home, one more game where I expect goals to be conceded. But if Solanke is out, now that Son is gone and Maddison is injured, isn't this just hurting the Spurs' appeal? I know that Kudus' percentages of playing time increases, but yeah, he tends to miss chances. From 7 expected goals, he scored only 5, so he's not an elite finisher. He provided more assists though, but that's because the players around him were scoring more. He had 10 big chances, which is to 5 goals only. I don't like it. Big chances created 4-4, so the team was doing well. He has 53 shots in the box, and only, first of all, 22 are on target, and secondly, only 5 are goals. I don't like those numbers. I think that he needs to improve. If once again Solanke is out, there isn't almost anyone that he can pass the ball to, like Theo, Johnson, Kulusevski, Bergvall. They are not that elite finishers too. Brennan Johnson, of course, plays at the same right wing position. Kulusevski can play centrally, but Kudus also plays there. So is Kudus going to be playing out of position on the left wing, or someone else is going to be playing out of position and not in his preferred spot? I have no idea, and probably you don't have as well. I feel like at 6.5 he can be a gem at some point in the season, but the bad thing is that there are some good fixture runs to start the season with, and still I'm not very certain that I will be playing Kudus in my team in those fixtures, and I wouldn't be preferring to have Kudus, but of course that's me. We don't know if Pedro is going to be overlapping on his side or Doggy on the other, where he might play. So there are a lot of uncertainties with new managers. So I will be a little bit hesitant. First of all, he's a new player to the team, and secondly, he plays for a new manager in the team. So that's two new things that I will be trying to mitigate. I think at 6.5 you can pick some great assets. You can even go down to 6 million to 5.5 and you get some more proven asset. So yeah, I'll be a little bit hesitant to pick Kudus at the start, but monitor him. I think that he will have a very good upside at some point, especially when the team settles under Thomas Frank. Next up, we have Joao Pedro for Chelsea, and you're going to say that this is a stupid pick because Joao Pedro played well in the Copa World Cup. That's true, but I feel like that after game week 1 against Palace, Jackson will be back unless Jackson is sold, of course, and then this changes. But he's not that much of an overachiever. He scored a lot of goals from penalties last season from those 10 goals. And the expected goals are a little bit misleading because if you get a penalty, you get 0.8 expected goals. So I think he scored around 7 penalties. So that's 5.6 expected goals immediately out of the back. So yeah, it's pretty low. From 17 big chances, he scored 10, but once again, penalties are considered that. He creates a lot of chances, he does a lot of key passes, but with Chelsea looking to buy Xavi Simons, with them having so many players, they bought the lab. Is Joao Pedro playing on the left? I don't know. Is Joao Pedro playing in the middle? I don't know. Is he getting rotated? I don't know. And at 52.7% ownership at time of recording, this is a very, very high number. The price 7.5 is good. I think that Joao Pedro will become one of the best assets at some point. But to start the season with him, after they had a very, very brief break, that's pretty important to monitor, by the way, that they had only 1 month to break and to prepare for the next season. I don't think that they're starting to play anyone. I think that they play next week someone at the end of this week, sorry. So yeah, I think that we can see there what they're cooking, but still I would be very, very hesitant to pick Joao Pedro to start the season with. That's especially if you have Cole Palmer. If you don't have Cole Palmer, you can risk it with Joao Pedro, but double up from Chelsea with so many rotation risks, nah, it's not for me. Even if he plays every game at the start, I think that he will get subbed off quite early. So if he scores a goal, yeah, he might be there for 9 points, but yeah, 9 points is okay. But then you get the lab, you get Jackson in, you get some players in different positions. I don't know if they are going to sell or not all the players that they have that are on the fringe side of the squad, and they remain only with the lab and Pedro. So if that remains the case, I think that Pedro's appeal increases, but I will not risk it to start the season. And Crystal Palace at home is not the easiest of fixtures. At 7.5, you can go for more proven players in team like Chris Wood. You can drop it down to other players. You can pick for a little bit more Bowen. So I think you have full crook down is good. So yeah, not for my liking to go for Joao Pedro at the start of the season, but I think that with what's the case with most of the players apart from Eina, his appeal will increase with time, but I would avoid for the start. And last but not least is Alexander Isak. At the moment, if you look at his numbers, they're very, very good numbers, but with the transfer saga that he's having, I'm not picking him anytime soon. He's in around 30% of the squad of the teams, around at 10.5. That's a lot of money wasted. If he remains at Newcastle, he will probably need some time to get accustomed to the team once again, because he missed the whole preseason with the team. If he joins Liverpool, he will need time to get up to speed. And if he goes to Liverpool, is he that good of an asset? No one can tell you. He has 36 big chances and only 23 goals scored, but the expected goals were exceeded, so He takes big chances, but probably not very well. He creates some chances. 6 assists is a good number. He's an elite type of striker because he exceeds his number. From 46 shots on target, he has 23 goals, which is okay. The numbers are saying that he mostly shoots from inside the box, which increases his appeal once again. But to start the season with a 10.5, you can literally go to anyone apart from Haaland from this price point, and you can invest the rest of the money somewhere else. You will save at least 1.5 million if you go for Watkins or Gyökeres. So yeah, Isak doing this, I don't think it's the right player to fit into your game week 1 squads. Once again, with the most of these players on that list, this player is an avoid to start the season with. But if he remains at Newcastle, he will be brilliant. If he goes to Liverpool, he will be brilliant. But only time will tell where he will end up and when he will start playing and what he will start doing. Because Eddie Howe said that if someone doesn't respect the process and his teammates, he will not play. And Isak disrespected them by training alone, mitigating a false injury. So yeah, I would say that Isak should be an avoid for the start of the season. Please put down in the comment section what do you believe for my picks. I don't know if I managed to hit on every possible player that that should be avoided. If you think there is someone that should be avoided, please put it down in the comment section. It will help me massively. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to the channel. It's completely for free, and I think that you will not regret it because I upload a very big variety of content, drafts, players, ratings, streams. A lot of streams will be coming your way this year. I'm doing a team selection, so yeah, basically you'll be covering a lot of content. I will be covering a lot of content and you'll be enjoying it. So once again, if you enjoy my content and want to see more, subscribe, like, comment, turn notification on, share with your friends, and let's push for at least 3.9k before the start of the season. 4k, I think it's impossible right now. My videos are not getting the views that I was expecting, but 3.9 would be very possible, especially in the last week where a lot of players will be joining the videos and the streams in order to get up to speed. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being part of the community. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.